All right, welcome again to another episode of Goalpost Gossip. I'm your boy Alton, and this is the podcast where football meets banter. And today we have no other than Manchester United number one fan, Carlton Hall. Carlton, welcome again, man. Welcome again to the Goalpost Gossip.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, man, it's a pleasure. It's always good talking to you and catching up with you because, you still think that Manchester United is the number one team in the world. I
Well,
object that. So, it's always good to
well,
talk to you. How are you,
maybe
man?
not. I'm good, brother. How are you, man? Maybe not on the farm books, but in terms of from our a static standpoint and a decorative standpoint, yeah, we're doing point. Right. So I got some things I want to get into this week, man. And VAR. What's going on with VAR, man? When are we going to
Yeah,
say with this VAR? Let's just go back to the human, natural decision gut instincts, or we go away with the human beings and we just use robots to referee the whole game. So everything is called down the middle because some teams seem to be getting the rubber green more often than some.
yeah. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Come to think of it for VAR, um, I know you're gonna be
What
talking about the Salah handball. That's
the
one.
three talking point for VAR?
Yeah.
Why wasn't that Brentford defender get a red card for a clear goal scoring opportunity? For not a clear goal scoring opportunity, also which we call it. Why? I mean, the Arsenal got robbed, even though they come back to win the game. That was a penalty. Salah
I think the
and
Salah one was the most blatant of them all.
I think, I think, I think, because if you watch, I don't know if you watched AC Milan versus Napoli game, where Estepinian, who went from Brighton
Brighton.
to
Mm-hmm.
AC Milan, he got a red card for the same exact thing that Brentford defender did. It
Oh
wasn't even
yeah,
closer. It
and
wasn't.
remember, Trevor Chalobah get a red card also for taking down the last attacker. I mean,
Oh,
it should
you
be it
know,
should be a red card because honestly, if you're gonna give a penalty, you have to give a red card there. You have to
yeah,
give a red card.
and that just changed the whole dynamic of the game. I mean, we lost 3-1, which still, in hindsight, we could have said, even if you had scored that, well, we could have been, I think, the score. So, but we played against 10 men as opposed to 11, which, of course, would be a clear advantage. So, I think we always seem to get the short end of the stick, but, I think our team
There's
have to
no
do
shot to
something.
end of the stick with the 11 v 11, man. You want 2 weeks
The
in,
first
you
goal,
play.
the first goal shouldn't have stand. That was a clear foul on Cunha. That was a clear foul on Cunha. That shouldn't have stand. That was
That
a
was that
disgrace.
was that was that was that was that was
Nah, come
like
on, that was a
that.
disgrace. That was a
Nah,
clear foul on
nah,
Cunha.
nah, nah,
That was
nah.
well. You go pull it up. Pull it up when you get a chance, man.
I watched it many a times. I watched the
Well,
game
pull it up
live.
for the
I
people.
watched
Pull
it.
it up. Pull it up for the people to see. But anyway, I'm not trying to stay too much on that. VAR need to do away with VAR. Um, what was our prediction for the scores last week? I think that's how you guys are going to lose 3-1.
My
You guys
my
did.
prediction was right on your game. I
Mine was
said
right
that
on
it
yours
was going
too.
to be 3-1, but I was totally off with mine
I,
because I thought I was going to win 3-0.
I said the same thing. I said you're going to lose three. I would going to lose three. So what kind of well, I got Sunderland. I got Sunderland next week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that
I'm
should
sure I'm
that
going to
should
win
be a
that.
easy that should be an easy win for you. But based on the form that Manchester United is in, you can never put nothing past Manchester
Yeah,
United.
I actually see what the book is. Had Brentford as favorites to win. I actually buy Brentford to actually win, but I had you guys to win too. But that ruined my ticket because for some reason I seem to think that you guys could beat Brighton. I don't know why I did that.
I mean, we were in a good position to win the game until that
Yeah,
red card, but
until you start playing the crash nonsense knockover football that you guys play. I keep
I
telling you
mean,
about.
the fall was kind of light to me. I mean, the the
I mean,
the,
it was a
the, the
stupid. It was
attacker,
a, it was a stupid challenge.
he didn't have any choice though. He had to try to win the ball. What else was he going to try to do? It's just that he recovered really. He was really, really slow to recover after Santos made that mistake, but he had to make a challenge. And I felt like the player he did had the opportunity to continue, but just because he got a heavy touch after the contact, he went down. You know.
I just think that you guys are more probably the most indisciplined club in the Premier League. You guys get a red card if it's not every week, it's every other week.
I know. Very, very, very. Our discipline is horrible. I must agree with that.
Hey,
Also
what's
with
up with your
the
coach, man?
huh?
When are you guys going to get rid of the coach?
If he messed up again, he got zero chance right now. That
What
was
next
his
week?
last chance. So if he messed up again, if he lose tomorrow in the Champions League, it's gonna be the end of him.
Who do you think is most likely to get fired first, Moresco or Almer?
Maresca. Yeah. I mean, Almiron is doing a very good job there. What are you talking about, man?
The guy don't have a clue what he doing. I was watching Mika Richards break down his tactics for the last game, and Vardy literally made a 360 with all his players. I think he started Salah on the left, and he put him in the middle, and he put him on the right, and he put him away. At one point, he was in the forward line. But Diego Dallo, Luke Shaw should never kick a ball for Manchester United again.
I think that Lucha is getting away scratch free, but that's your business, you know.
He is.
I think he's living free, but that's your business.
I said that since the Europa League final. This guy needs to get out of the club.
Yeah, he's been
He's
he's
heavy.
been
He's heavy. He's laggy. He's lethargic. He's getting caught in the possession way too much. I think Conor lost it with Luke Shaw, man, and he's on a nice salary too. So
yeah. Why not?
Luke, I could call a few. Like Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Diego Dallo. There's quite a few players I could. And I don't really think come January or summer, you
Uh
catch him
huh.
and Bruno Fernandes. Whatever we get for Bruno, we take it, man.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
And then
Um,
you guys do the same thing though. You guys need 11 new players, like you do overseas.
I agree. Our squad is too young. I just hate the fact that we have all kids in our squad. That's just horrible. But let's see. Also, we're gonna talk about the Crystal Palace Liverpool game that Liverpool lost. Congratulations to Liverpool, right?
That's
Do you
about time.
did you saw that coming?
No, 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 no.
Honestly, I saw it coming. Week in and week out, I've been talking about Liverpool, how vulnerable they are. You know?
Well, it's two things for me. One, yes, we saw it coming, and no, I didn't see it coming. I remember them and Crystal Palace always have this. Crystal Palace, I always say, is Liverpool's biggest team. They always tend to get one on Liverpool, right? If memory serves correct, then they beat them last year in
Yeah.
the
They beat
final.
them in the final. Yeah.
Yeah, they beat
And they
Liverpool in the
beat them
final,
after
right?
that again.
And I
So
got
it's
one
like
more
the
thing. I
third
think,
time in a row they beating
and they
them.
don't have it again. Yeah, and I want to think there was a season when Liverpool had to win to keep the chances alive, and Crystal Palace beat them like three. This is from Steven Gerrard days. Crystal Palace beat them like 3-0. So Crystal Palace always seem to get over on Liverpool, but with Liverpool 100% start of the season, with these new guys coming in, with Isak coming in, getting off the mark, I just think they would get the job done, man.
Yeah. As I said, I knew it was coming, and I mean, every team that they played so far had the opportunity to beat them, and they just ended up getting late goals.
Liverpool is getting the league, but Liverpool don't want to convince him to me.
Yeah, none at all. I've been saying it. They are not looking 100% to me.
Which is
Um,
dangerous.
yeah. So to me, it was coming, and it was as I said. Crystal Palace just did what other teams should have done. Also the goal that Crystal Palace scored in extra time of extra time. Do you think that extra time that was given in extra time was justified?
I want to tell you why. I'm a big advocate for the long added on minutes. This will get these little players to stop falling on the floor, rolling around like girls when they're trying to waste time. So I don't know if you remember for the World Cup, they was putting out some ridiculous times on 14 minutes, 15 minutes. And the first, like 2 years ago, I want to say they brought it to the Premier League where they say, hey, we are going to extend it down because, they did a survey actually and they spend 20 minutes or something like that each game not playing.
Yeah, I
That's
remember.
that's where that came. That's where
Yeah,
that's where I come from, right? The
yeah,
long extra time.
yeah,
So I'm okay with it, man. I want to see 10 minutes added on. at the end of the second half, I want to see 15 minutes. I want to see these long times because what these players do is if they're leading, you control the ball and hit them on their shoulder, they're going to drop and hold their head.
I
They're going to
agree.
hold
I
their feet,
agree.
they'll roll over.
Yeah,
That's why I can't respect. That's why I
they
can't
be
respect their
rolling
favorite
like a roller
coach.
coaster.
Yeah, that's why I can't respect the Samba, man. In Brazil, like you're the king of that. Neymar. Neymar spent more time laying down than he spent playing.
Don't be talking about my Brazil team like that, because that's my team. I'm the coach. All right,
But I
on
mean,
to the
so, so
Arsenal Newcastle game, man. Arsenal Newcastle. I feel
Arsenal
like I
Newcastle.
feel like that game was the game of the weekend.
It was. It was. It was a game of the weekend from a neutral standpoint. You guys' loss to Brown was a game of the weekend for me. You know, I get to see Chelsea lose. And Chelsea losing every day is a game for me. But the
Likewise, likewise.
Newcastle Arsenal. For some strange reason, I bought Arsenal to win. The favorites, the bookies have Arsenal as favorites, so I will ride with it. But they didn't deserve to win, to be honest. Watching the game, watching how they played, they didn't deserve it, man.
Because that's the thing, man. I think Newcastle is showing some good, you know, Newcastle is playing good football, but for some reason, like the same thing that happened to
You
them
know,
against Liverpool is the same thing that keeps
Liverpool,
happening to
that
them
young
again.
kid,
You
yeah,
know,
that kid came on and scored the winner in the last kick of the game.
yeah. And I
Liverpool,
think that Newcastle play excellent football in those two games.
they played a better football. The thing is with Newcastle, though, Newcastle's trying to play dirty, and they're not going to play dirty because they
Yeah,
get caught. They get caught twice in Arsenal from the two set pieces from Arsenal that lead to those two goals.
yeah, yeah. True.
And if they had closed those game out, Newcastle would be on top of the league right now because they would have got the results against Liverpool. They
That's
should have got
true.
the results against Liverpool. They should have gotten the result against Arsenal. And you know, but they just. I think it's time for a change of the coach, man. You know, I'm not one for cancel culture or call for coaches to get sacked, but Eddie Howe been there for what, 2, 3, 4 seasons now.
Yeah, for a long time.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's
Champions League
actually the same result.
positions.
They look like they're gonna be a breakout team, and then they fall
Yeah,
back
and
into the
then
same
you
category.
know,
Yeah.
so I just think I don't know if you remember what happened with Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers. They got better, they got good, they got better, they got good, but they just never get to that elite spot.
Yeah,
And Klopp come in and 1, 2, 2, 3 players later, 2 transfer seasons later,
and took them to the next level.
they get there. I think Arsenal is there. I think Newcastle is there. I
Yeah,
don't think Arteta is ever going to win anything with Arsenal. And I don't think that Eddie Howe was going to win anything with Newcastle.
you're right. Because Arsenal is what, like second in like what, going on 5 seasons now.
Tell the people, man, we should just put 19 teams in the league. And this Arsenal going to finish second. Let's see who will win and come third. We don't worry about second. Don't worry about second and don't worry about Arsenal winning. Because Arsenal ain't winning nothing. They're not. They're
That's
not
true.
winners, man.
Also, in
You
the
know,
Arsenal Newcastle game, bro, you think that what Gabriel did? Because you saw that part where Gabriel did, and what's that guy named the German striker? There?
I can't call it guy's name, but I know what you're talking. The guy
You
who
think
scores.
you think he deserve a card for that?
Yeah, he did. He did. I'm not a fan of Gabriel, so I'm honestly going to say the harshest things. But put my extra side. I think Gabriel is somebody that you love him if he's on your team, but you hate him if he's not.
Yeah, because he's a very aggressive player.
He's like German Green in the NBA. It's one of the players that you want on your team. You don't want to go against him because he's going to get dirty. He's going to be provoking. He's going to do those little. He plays with the rules, right? He knows you're not supposed to do something, so he will do like if you think you're not watching, he will elbow the play. He play very dirty, man. I'm not.
Yeah, I think Gabriel know how to play in the minds of his opposing
Yeah,
players.
he play up, and he always seem to end up in those positions to either score or get somebody sent off. Okay, he scored in Manchester United a game where he was just been unknown all game. Probably should have gotten a red card, never did. Same again in the Newcastle game. He should have
Uh,
been sent off, never did. What happened? He come on and scored the winner. So
it happens.
I'm not a fan of Gabriel, but I think you need players like Gabriel.
Yeah, I think so too. Um, touching back on Manchester United. This was a question that I wanted to ask in the beginning when we were talking about Manchester United. Do you think that Bruno Fernandes should continue to be the designated penalty taker?
We could have a designated penalty taker, and he could be the guy. But I also feel I was explaining to some of my guys. I don't think any team, not just Manchester United, I don't think any team in world football should have one guy for penalties. I think you go by scenarios. Look at these scenarios I'm gonna show you. And Bueno returning to Brentford for the first. He's on the pitch. He won the penalty. The crowd is chanting him, booing him all game, messing with him all game. Have him take it. Silence the damn crowd.
Yeah.
Shesko wasn't off the mark at the time. Manu, Arsenal have Gyökeres off the mark. Liverpool have Isak off the mark. All these new players that come in the club is already scoring and off the mark. Give Sesko a chance to get off the mark. And we could go on and on. There's a lot of players who were not in the groove up and running. We could have given the penalty to get off the mark. I don't think Bruno should have taken the penalty. Bruno
Yeah,
probably
because
fifth on my list of taking that penalty.
yeah, because to be honest, I saw when Bruno running up to take that penalty, man.
Oh, I know he was going to miss.
He didn't look confident at all.
I know he was going to miss. And the thing is, but what Bruno did, Bruno put that penalty the same place where he put the one against Burnley that we won, and the goalkeeper almost saved it. He went to the same spot,
They
and I
studied
know
him.
this guy was going to save it.
They
And the
studied
next
him
penalty Bruno get, he's going to put it over to the left, and they're going to save it again.
because you're gonna be like, oh, I go to the right all the time. Now I'm going to the left. So
Yep.
it's mind game, man.
I've never seen Bruno take a penalty down the middle.
Penalties not for the weak.
No, I said there's multiple scenarios. I would have given Bueno. I would have given Sheshko. There is so many players out there I would have given before you to Bruno, because Bruno confidence. This is one of the worst I've seen Bruno play. And nothing against Bruno. We all have bad days. Right? You have your days when you're not at your best. I have mine. I'm not my best. They happen to the best of us. But that game against Brentford was the worst I ever seen Bruno Fernandes play.
Oh yeah.
A penalty aside, take away a penalty. Just how many touches did he have? How many accurate passes did he have? Despite the language that don't look right. I think Bruno is now starting to regret that he didn't go to Saudi. That's just me. I'm thinking he's thinking, man, you know what? I probably should have cashed in on this.
So you think Bruno days are numbered?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope you're numbered.
Okay.
We can't just keep going hell bent and die on that Bruno. Damn, we need to start thinking options, man. And I'm Bruno's biggest fan, but I'm also always in the best interest of the club.
Mm-hmm.
Not no one player.
All right. Another quick thing that I want to touch on, because for some reason I didn't realize that this thing I leave the charger somewhere. Also, what about Real Madrid that get trashed over the weekend? What do you think about that?
I have this thing where I pick 10 or 20 games every week and try to see how much result I could get. First, I'm trying to get the result and trying to get the scoreline. And the only one I got right was Manchester City. I did have Man City beaten during the 5-1 because for some reason they always score 5 against Burnley. Since Burnley was way back in the league, way back. It usually be 5-0.
Yeah.
The Burnley team I'm seeing, I'm thinking, you know what, they're going to get one.
Yeah.
And I saw you made a post where you said, I'm going to get back to the question, but you said something about
Kyle Walker. Yeah.
That's mind games, man. Pep Guardiola don't believe that. You're just saying that so when Kyle Walker come back, it's all right. The coach respectfully lets out. It's mind game, and Fergie was the best of that, man. So I could tell you all about mind games. But the Real Madrid game, I got that score horribly wrong.
Never saw that coming.
I got Real Madrid winning 3-2. I got Liverpool winning. I got Chelsea winning. I got Man U winning. I don't know what I was smoking, but I got all 4 of those games dead wrong. Barcelona game was a scare too, but they come back.
Yeah. Rashford is doing really good over there still, man. So you think you guys made a mistake by letting Rashford go?
As I said last week, our players are not the problem. Our players can go into any club in world football and delivers. They may not be the best, but they will deliver. The system and the coach and the people at Manchester United are the issue, not the players.
Gotcha.
I will take Rashford back tomorrow. I will take Anthony back tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Like, for some reason, I like to watch Napoli because Napoli team now looks like a bunch of Premier League either ex-players or rejects, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rasmus Holland, Scott McTominay, Kevin De Bruyne. Those 3 guys are at Napoli They have Napoli sitting on top of the Premier League. It's not top of the league.
In the
It's early
Serie A.
stages.
Yeah,
Early stages. They're the defending champions. Mind you, these guys, well, other than Scott McTominay, the other two wasn't there last season, but
yeah,
you
yeah.
could see that team coming together.
Right.
And it makes me think, Scott McTominay in the Manchester United midfield right now. Rasmus Holland never have a team where he have a player who could get the ball to him, advance
Mhm.
it. You always have to give him the ball and he got to beat 4 or 5 players. You don't want your striker having to beat 4 players to score a goal.
That's true. That's true. That's
And
true.
that's why Man City was so successful with Aguero, with Erling Haaland, because they got people like Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, Bernardo Silva, even Phil Foden, who could string passes to him. That when they latch onto these passes, all you have to do is finish, man. You might have to beat one player and the goalkeeper. None of them
True.
times. You just got the goalkeeper to beat.
True. Your striker's always been under pressure. That's true. Before we wrap up, bro. I know you heard about Harry Kane score 100 goal for Bayern. That's a milestone. I
Quickest
mean,
player to reach
why do
that.
you think any team in the Premier League would want to let Harry Kane go? Why Chelsea didn't grab Harry Kane? Why? Why?
Well, we tried to get him and they asked us for an arm and a leg. So we decided not to pay
But
him.
he worth it though. He worth every penny they asked for.
Oh no, they was asking for ridiculous money for Harry Kane for Manchester.
Bro,
But
he worth it.
but remember though, we tried to get Kieran Trippier from Tottenham before he went to Atletico Madrid. And was it Tottenham or was it Newcastle?
He was a
No, Tottenham.
top
Yeah, Newcastle. Yeah, yeah. Tottenham.
no,
No,
yeah,
no, he was
Newcastle,
at
Newcastle.
Newcastle
That's
now.
where Trippier was.
No, he was at Newcastle now. He was at Tottenham before.
Yeah, yeah.
Before we go to Atletico Madrid, we tried to get him and they asked for 78 million. At the time, that was ridiculous. We said no, we're not paying that. And they gave him to Atletico for 20 something. So you want 70 from us, but you take 20 from Atletico.
Because you are the mighty Manchester United who making 600 and
Not
something
trying,
million dollar
not,
for a
not, trying,
season where you came 17 in the Premier League.
not trying to
So
hear that, man.
don't
So I
don't
would,
be
I'm
holding on
not
to the
mad.
money. You gotta spend it if you need the player, man. Big boy spend
Okay,
big cash.
let me ask you this to contradict your story. Do you think Isak worth what Liverpool paid for him?
No.
So why would I pay that for Harry Kane?
If you have the money, but I mean Harry Kane delivered more than Isak anyway.
Yeah, you said no because you see what he went and do. Well, same thing Harry Kane was doing for Tottenham, Isak was doing for Newcastle. But you say Isak don't worth it. If Isak should leave Liverpool now and go on to score the same thing Harry Kane do in Germany or Serie A, then you would have said, yeah, you should have paid it. So that's just how it is, man. I'm not. You got to be proven, which they are Premier League proven strikers. But
That
I just
is
don't think
that
they
is so
should pay
true.
that much.
All right, man.
But
Before I wrap this up, I want you to give me a prediction on Chelsea Benfica game tomorrow.
I got Chelsea winning 1-0.
1-0 Chelsea. So Jose Mourinho will be very sad. All right, man. I like that. I appreciate you giving
Well,
Chelsea the upper hand.
but yeah, I'm buying them on my pick, so hopefully they get me some money too.
Okay, my brother. You know how it goes, man. Thank you again for checking in. All
Of
right.
course, man.
And we will always touch base. All right. Next
Of
week
course,
we're gonna
brother.
have some more guests. Right? You're gonna bring some more guests next week.
Next week we try and get some more guests on the show, brother.
All right. There we go, man. Goalpost Gossip. Thank you for checking in, Carlton. One
All
love.
right. I know.
All right, man. Thank you for watching Goalpost Gossip.
What is on the
Peace.
nose?
All right.